Can we begin, Milan?
एक मिनट हाँ. We are live, ma'am. Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am. एक मिनट हाँ.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of RD National College, IQAC, the faculty and honors committee, I welcome all of you on this orientation session of Avishkar Research Meet organized by the University of Mumbai. Today we have Dr. Milind Kulkarni, who is the coordinator, Zone 2, amongst us, who will be briefing about Avishkar to you all. After that, we will have a small session by Dr. Mona Kejriwal and followed by Dr. Meenakshi Gurav. She is overall OSD Mumbai zone from University of Mumbai Avishkar Research Festival. So with this, I welcome all of you, all the staff members who have joined from various colleges and National College, and the students who are going to take part in Avishkar Research Meet. Please take the most of it so that it's easy for you to prepare your project as per the guideline of University of Mumbai. Without wasting much time, I request Dr. Milind Kulkarni to take up the session and start with your presentation. Thank you, Milind.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now, I will show after selection of your PPT or your proposal for Avishkar presentation, rule and regulation to make PowerPoint presentation. I will share one format of PowerPoint presentation. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Suchindra, ma'am. Can I begin, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Milind.
Yes. I think my screen is visible. Anyone second? Yes.
Yes, you are visible.
Okay. For first, for making present after selection of your proposal, you will get notifications via email as well as your contact number, as well as your coordinator will contact you for your selection of your PPT for proposal for Avishkar Business Convention 2021-2022. Okay, and for first slide should be our research convention year 2021-2022, and if you are category from science, therefore then you can write here C3. There are different categories for each subject. Therefore here, dear student, don't write anything. I will share this format with you. So this is about the science category, and for science category code is C3. And if you are undergraduate student, then you can write here level UG. For PG student, you can write PG, for PPG, etc. Okay, and then here, dear student, only here, please display your title of your presentation and topic. Don't write your college name, and don't write your mentor name. Don't write your principal name, and you will get one code, and your coordinator will share your code for your presentation. This is for the first slide. Don't write anything about your college as well as your mentor. Next is objectives. Then what is your objective? And then try to addition. Addition means create new ideas which is useful for upliftment of society. Then you can mention your objectives. Then your if you put here, and then your experimental model. Here you can put your video of your model. If there is any working model, then you can here put your video or any photographs, and then your setup in case of science and technology. And then if there is any data, you can share your exact data or online data within Excel form or as well as in pictorial format. and then these are the results related to your topic, research topic. And last is you should maintain what are the applications, benefits for our society. Please focus maximum focus should be on your what are the application and innovation. Application and innovation are main two key points for your presentation, and then write conclusion based on your work. And then please, dear student, you should mention what are the references, and your should be these are the key points for your presentation for research convention Avishkar 2021-2022. And dear student, you should complete your presentation within 7 minutes. Don't extend 7 minutes, because the points for your 10 minutes for your presentation. 10 minutes means 7 minutes for your presentation and 3 minutes for your this question and answer with your pen. Okay, so here's my humble request is 7 minutes. Okay, don't exceed 1 second, because पिछले टाइम पे स्टूडेंट्स ने more than 8-9 minutes लिया, उनका बहुत अच्छा था as compared to other, but due to the guidelines उन्होंने दीवार किया उनको. Please, you should complete within 7 minutes. Don't exceed timeline. Okay, this is just a format for presentation, and I will share PPT with Suchindra madam, Puna ma'am, Meghna madam, Lakshman sir, and our honors committee, as well as Avishkar. If you have any question or suggestion, you can raise. You should complete within 7 minutes, because 3 minutes is for discussion, question and answer. If any doubt, any query, you can type in chat box. I will check. PPT not visible. Okay. Suchana ma'am, PPT visible nahi? Hello. Okay. I will unmute. Okay. Okay, so no problem. I will share with Dr. Suchindra ma'am, and ma'am will provide to. Yes, any question? I will check. Yes, sir. Okay, not visible. Suchindra madam.
Yes, Milind. Hello. Participants, you have any doubt, you can ask now or at the
I think
end.
there is no question from.
If you have no
Yes,
question,
if you have any query, you can type in chat box. I will check.
Yeah, otherwise we can
in terms of PPT, I will share with you.
to start, and then we will take the question answer after Meenakshi madam's presentation. That will probably be good, so students can ask question, prepare their question. Is that okay, Milind sir? Milind sir? Hello? Hello?
I think there is a network problem at Milind sir end, because
okay, then I request Mona madam.
I will exit again.
Yeah, it would be better, sir, because your bandwidth is showing low, and because of that the presentation and other things are not visible.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you should join again.
We can start with the next session.
Sure.
I
will repeat my session.
Sir, you need to make me
convener of the research fail of RD National College to begin her presentation or share her views with the participants.
Mona ma'am, can you raise your hand? I will make.
Yeah, I can share my screen. So no, I think I'm audible enough to everyone.
Yes. Your audio is clear, and you are co-host.
Thank you so much, Milind sir. Thank you. So I'll share my screen.
Yes, you can.
So
my audio is clear.
Ma'am has entered. So
yes.
Meenakshi ma'am has entered.
Good evening, Meenakshi ma'am.
You want me to take later?
No. Ma'am will take. Ma'am will start at 5.
Hello, Meenakshi ma'am.
Meenakshi ma'am. Good evening.
Meenakshi madam, good evening.
Meenakshi ma'am, you are co-host now.
Her screen is also, I mean, it's freezed.
Yes.
Don't know.
Meenakshi madam will speak at 5 o'clock, na?
Yes, yes, ma'am, we'll start at 5.
Mona can present
Mona ma'am.
now.
Yes, Mona
Okay,
ma'am,
sure.
you can proceed.
Sure, sir. Thank you. So good evening, everyone. And first of all, I would like to thank you, the Honors Committee, Dr. Suchandra Datta, her very enthusiastic team, which is including Dr. Lakshman Jatar, Poonam Jaju ma'am, and all colleagues from Commerce Department, Arts Department. And I can see the enthusiasm here because the number of students at 430 is 80, so we can guess. And as a lecturer or as a teacher or as a mentor, I found this as an opportunity. So I just requested Suchandra madam, why not to include me also, because whenever the research or something is there, so it's my interest. So I actually jumped into this whole meeting. So what I'm doing is, I hope you can see my presentation. If someone just
Yes. Presentation
confirm.
is visible.
Okay. So just give me, I'll just make it full screen and then we will begin. So what I want to convey is, although it's a meeting for Avishkar, but because you are so enthusiastic, all the students and faculty of RD National College is so enthusiastic. So as a president of IIC RDNC, that is Institute Innovation Council, so we have been working hard from our end. So I thought one idea, why not to include all the Avishkar projects into the National Innovation Contest also, so that student get benefit of, at the same time of at national competition also. So I would just guide you all how to convert your Avishkar project into a POC, that is the proof of concept, which will be useful for your career ahead. And you can be the part of National Innovation Contest, which is every year. It is held by the MIC, that is the Ministry of Innovation Council. And we are also the fortunate member, and we have been working hard since 3 years. So I'll just brief you about this National Innovation Contest, which happens every year, and we have been the part of this. Every year we submit around 7 to 8 POC, that is the proof of concept. So this time, whoever is participating in Avishkar, they will also convert their ideas into POC, and we will go one step ahead at the same time. So this is an overall picture of the national contest, which includes that your 360-degree development as far as innovation is concerned. And here at national level, the MHRD ministry supports you fully, whether it is your selection of idea. That the only thing which student has to do is the selection of idea and to convert into a good prototype or project. Normally in Avishkar, what you do, whatever the project you have, you present that idea, okay, after doing some experiments, and then you conclude it in a kind of application or in a kind of innovation. The same concept is here also, that whatever innovation you have done it, you will go one more step ahead. And similarly, like in Avishkar also, you develop your prototypes and then you convert into any kind of startup also. So here, by the innovation contest, they make sure that your prototypes actually convert into a good kind of startup ecosystem. And the whole idea is to develop to boost or strengthen the Indian startup ecosystem by this, because a lot of students have a lot of idea, but the problem is they don't know how to convert these idea into actual business. So that's why this competition is held every year. And this year, so in brief, I will tell you how to convert your Avishkar ideas into POC. That is the first step. And if you will be able to convert your ideas into POC, then we will go ahead. So I am just mentioning one idea or POC here, the format of idea POC here, which is very easy. Which start with the team name. So definitely you always work in a team of 2 students, 3 students, 4 students, 5 students. So what we do, we just take a leader from that. We mention the name of the leader, their number, their contact details of all the team members. Then this is our IIC ID, which we will give you. Then the name of the institution, and of course your broad idea or the title of your proof of concept. So here it is the broad idea of your proof of concept. Like in Avishkar also you have to submit in a particular format. So similarly here also you have a format of POC, which says you have to first give a title to your POC. Then you present your POC abstract in 100 word, only in 100 word, which mainly focus on the broader theme, like whatever the theme you have. So it focuses on that. And first point in this is that how you are defining your problem statement or pain points. Like idea always come when there is a problem. Okay, so why that idea has come into picture, what is the problem in the society or in your community, because of that you want to have that application or idea. Okay, or maybe what is your area of research under which you want to develop this particular idea. So that pain point you have to give here. Then you have to talk about the solution key. Okay, there is a problem, so there is a solution which is in your idea or application form. So like you will develop a protocol for a particular idea, so that you have to mention here in the form of solution. And अगर आपको वो idea को convert करना है solution में, तो definitely आपका कुछ technological innovation उसके साथ associate होगा. So you will जो भी उसका टेक्निकल नो हाउ है और वॉट एवर द नो हाउ विच इज रिलेटेड टू दैट, आई मीन हियर द प्रोसीजर एंड द प्रोटोकॉल्स. Okay, so one by one you will mention the protocols here which you are going to follow for developing your idea or your solution for that problem. And then you will mention whether you have actually attaching this with your intellectual property component key, whether you are going to patent it, or whether you are publishing it, in what forms you are going to protect your intellectual property right. If you don't know about intellectual property rights, so on 7th February we are keeping 2 important sessions about the intellectual property right from IIC. So please do join us. It will give you an insight that what exactly this IP are and how you can protect your trademarks, copyright and all that. So we will send that information into IIC. And then basically that solution is how much suitable and relevant for the current problem, and what is the market, like who will be your customer for that particular idea or solution. And then you will talk about the requirements कि अगर उस idea को आप market में उतारते हो और आप चाहते हो कि वो आपका solution market में sell होए, तो आपको उसके लिए क्या क्या करना पड़ेगा. So what are the current market requirement that you have to give in the 5th point. And आपका prototype ready है या नहीं है. So normally there are TRL stages. Right now I am not going to talk about TRL because it's a separate lecture for that, but here you have to tell us that prototype is in which stage. So we will guide you for that once you are ready with your idea and prototype. And as Milind sir was mentioning in his PPT, that when you will prepare for the Avishkar, there also whenever you make a prototype or your idea, you have to convert into video form. So that YouTube link you have to give here. So it's very easy. You have to prepare your POC only in the 6 points. And so whatever Avishkar ideas you are presenting this time, we will make POC also for that. So I will send this POC format to Suchandra ma'am, and then she will share with you, and we, the IIC team, will definitely help you to prepare for the national contest. Okay, so thank you so much, Suchandra ma'am, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you for giving us a brief about the innovation. Okay. Now, may I request Dr. Milind Kulkarni to welcome, on behalf of the college, I welcome Dr. Meenakshi Gura.
Ma'am, you are on mute. Ma'am, you are on mute.
Suchandra madam.
Sorry, I was
You can.
I know. Welcome, Dr. Meenakshi Madam. I will, on behalf of the college, I welcome you to this session of orientation for the Avishkar of RD National College and some other colleges and their faculty member. So I request Dr. Milind Kulkarni to introduce Dr. Meenakshi Gora formally and follow the session.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Suchandra Madam. Thank you, IIC President Dr. Mona Ma'am, for your informative session. And now, on behalf of our college management, respected principal, Dr. Neha Ma'am, all vice principal, Dr. Kiran Ma'am, Professor Dinesh Sir, Professor Lakshmi Madam, Honors Committee, Dr. Suchandra Madam, Lakshman Sir, Poonam Ma'am, Dr. Meghna Ma'am, Research Guide, IIC President and Deputy DST, Deputy and DST President Dr. Mona Ma'am, and our dear students. I welcome today's guest speaker, Dr. Meenakshi Ma'am, OSD of University of Mumbai, and currently she is with Ruparel College, and ma'am will explain what are the procedural steps for preparation of proper proposal, research proposal for Avishkar Research Convention 21 to 22. Meenakshi ma'am, you can proceed for presentation. Meenakshi ma'am, you are co-host now. Suchitra ma'am, can I call ma'am?
Hello everyone. Milind
Hello
sir?
ma'am. Yes, yes, your audio is clear.
Because I could not hear whatever you said earlier because there was some problem with my headphones mic. I don't know.
Okay.
So I didn't know what you said earlier.
I just explain about your position.
Okay.
And you are explaining about what are the procedural steps for preparation of Avishkar presentation.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So
you can now.
There is an echo.
Yes, I think
is
there
the
is
audio
echo.
Clear now?
Yes, now audio is clear.
Okay. Fine. So thank you for inviting me, and sorry for having the glitch which wasn't in my control. I logged in and suddenly the network went off, and now I have joined from my mobile data. Hope I am clearly audible, and
Yes.
in between, if I cannot hear you, please let me know
Sure.
so that I can again quickly join the meet again. If you call me, then also better you make WhatsApp call so that I can see suddenly.
Yes, sure.
Okay, fine. So thank you everyone. And here I am to speak about the Avishkar Research Convention. Every time I speak, I think the same students are not here now. There are new students to listen me because it comes with the all rules, regulations, what students should do, what they should not do, what teachers have to do, and how the competition is conducted. So everything I include in it, which can be the repetition of the previous year, or there could be some addition or some additional information for you. May I share my screen?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. This was all last minute problem, so it made me also to go a little panic, didn't understand what to do quickly. So it's on my desktop. I am just opening it and then I'll share it.
Okay.
Even Zoom we do not use regularly, so that is also a little problem for me. day to daily, if you're using all those commands are
Yes, yes.
You are used to. Yeah. And hope
Yes,
you can see my presentation now.
yes,
It is
yes,
last
yes.
year's presentation. Please
Yes.
don't bother if the year is written 2021. It means that since last year we are following little different pattern. And so I have written 20202021. Okay. So here we go. Let us know how this Avishkar has evolved. So from 2006 to inculcate the research, the then Chancellor of Maharashtra introduced this Avishkar Research Convention, and now it has a long legacy of many years so far. But yeah, we could succeed in this venture, and every year we had uh, competition at state level. We bagged many prizes, but while doing so, in the last year 202021, the pandemic had come, which has created many challenges in the way of this Avishkar Research Convention. So there were many challenges like shaping the students, developing skills, imparting knowledge, evaluation. So many things were there. So we have modified this Avishkar Research Convention since past year. And we know that since last year, we are all coming on the online mode. We are accepting the online mode. On the online mode, it is possible to share your research. But again, the big challenge is now and then also was doing your experiments in the laboratories. Because students have started visiting the laboratory. We had opened and the life started regularizing. Again, suddenly the third lockdown came. And again, the going out or visiting the laboratories practices stopped. Since past 2 years, government of Maharashtra, past 2 years means this year as well as last year, government of Maharashtra also not conducted this research competition. Making little something clear onto it for the students that this is actually the competition conducted by government of Maharashtra. And there are 21 state universities. All universities send their participation at the level of Maharashtra, and where all this research, what you present, is evaluated, and the merits are given, the scholarships are given. It happens usually. But in this pandemic, government also doesn't understand how it can be conducted, or government has like kept this activity behind. But it was only University of Mumbai who has continued this competition and started it in a very new way. So of course online mode is there, but there was other challenge that the students cannot visit the laboratories. Students cannot go in the fields. So as a solution to this, we had come up with the other practice, that is of writing the proposal. Okay. Now let me introduce you what are the different categories, or how it is made easy for the evaluation point of view. Now, why I'm saying so? So remember that any research is research and cannot be compared, or it is not always that a research that is done in the field of medicine will only be appreciated, and the research done by in the social sciences will not be. It is not like that. Okay, research is always admired based on its quality, but we now are attempting to inculcate this research in the undergraduate students also, who are newly learning the things. So there are different categories. The first category of it is the humanities, languages, and fine arts. Now, Of course, the research that is related with the humanities, with the social sciences, with the languages, with the fine art, with the performing art, all such kind of research is reflected in category 1. The category 2 is about the commerce, management and law. If your research is pertaining to the field of commerce, if it is pertaining to the field of management or law, it is presented in category 2. The third category is of pure science, where the basic research, basic, I don't mean that the research is of very preliminary way. Okay, basic science or pure sciences is actually, I can say, it is the mother of the applied science. The lots of knowledge is like some theory is created, some generalization is occurred, so that comes from the pure science. Okay, Newton's theory, which is well known to everybody, it is a part of the pure science. Many principles are there, all those principles are the form of the pure science. So category 3 is pertaining to the pure science. Category 4, in this, the research of agriculture, animal husbandry is presented. So agriculture, in the sense, if there are any, there is any research that increase the crop production, that increase the yield from the value added products that come from the agriculture, if it is something related to the animal husbandry, which is again a part of the agriculture itself. So and this animal husbandry also includes the fishery sciences, because that also is one of the area of that comes under agriculture again, where the fish production is increased by aquaculture practices and many other practices. Then engineering and technology is again another category where actually then this is the applied science. Okay, and the category 6 is of medicine and pharmacy. So like this, different categories are there. Now there is no boundary to the students depending on the faculty in which they are studying. Okay, I mean to say that the students of any faculty can participate in any category. It is not dependent on in which stream you are studying. Okay, so if you are studying, you are a BSc student, and if you are you have some topic that is related to management, you can of course present in the category 2. Okay, or if you are a BSc students and very good, then you might be having physics, mathematics or computer as your subject. Then the projects that you do, they usually come up which can fit in the engineering and technology category, because they are technical based, they are applied research, so that can be presented in an agriculture and technology category. Okay, again, now there are different levels. Why these levels are? So as I said, this competition is basically to inculcate the research temperament among the students, undergraduate, postgraduate students, and among the teachers also. Now, when all of them, when I say student, there are undergraduate students, there are postgraduate students, there are students who are doing their PhD, there are teachers who are also doing their research, pursuing their degree. So then all come under this. But then again, there is a fear that can a student compete with the teacher? Yes, students compete with the teacher with very good projects. But again, to remove that fear, we have here the different levels like undergraduate, postgraduate, postgraduate, and the teachers. So then again, depending on which at which level you are studying, you can apply into these levels. There is only age limit, and that too the age limit given in that particular category is again very high, so that no student can be deprived of the participation. Okay, So undergraduate student, here now the date will change. Undergraduate student, the age should not be more than 25 years. So undergraduate, by the time the students get graduated, his age is maximum 20 or 21. But considering that if he had a drop after 12th standard, after 10th standard, the student must have done some job or must have undergone some other degree and then taken admission again. So we consider all, and the age limit is kept 25 years. So it was for last year. So by June 30, 2021, it was considered. This year it will be by 2022. Okay, then for postgraduate student, the age should not be more than 30. So again, by considering all those things, the age is again high. As we understand, by the age of 21, 22, the students get postgraduated. But again, the chance is given to all types of students here, so that even the age is higher, but the student is the postgraduate student. He can present his research. For postgraduate. Sorry. Yeah, for postgraduate, there and for teachers, there is no age limit. So then the student who is pursuing PhD and the teachers who are pursuing PhD can participate in this category, but there is no age limit. Now, since last year 2021, the mode is changed. How the mode is? So there is a selection round. Okay, in this selection round, we invite the proposals. I'll be speaking about the proposals in the further slides, but the proposals are invited. You just to give you an idea that in the last year there were 1,562 proposals received by university under different categories and levels. Surprisingly, we feel that the postgraduate students are more like they have more experience, so their participation should be more, but it is not that way. Undergraduate students, though they are the new to this research concept, the number of proposals that were received from the undergraduate students was very high, followed by the postgraduate, followed by the PPG, followed by the teachers. So all these proposals are invited, and then the proposals, the areas, like now here categories and levels are given. But when I speak about the first category, okay, it is about the humanities, languages, and fine art. But then I get the paper there, I get proposals there in the from the geography, from the history, from the language. In the language also, some could be from English, some could be of the some could be of Marathi, some could be of any other foreign language, some could be from environmental science, and many of such areas are there in every category. Okay, when I say pure science, then there are biological sciences or life sciences, then there are chemical sciences, there are physical sciences. So we categorize each and every proposal we have received. Okay, every proposal is categorized and put into the particular category in which it can fit well. And then these proposals are sent to the juries, okay, or reviewers, you can say. These are the reviewers who are renowned in that particular subject. They, at least 2 or 3 reviewers review every paper. Every paper is reviewed by 2 to 3 juries. Okay, so suppose to a team we give 15 or 20 proposals. Of that, they give us back all the best papers. Okay, again we have again here large number of papers are received after first review. Then again, if we send it to the second review, from the second review, again the shortlisted proposal come to us. Now here we end with the selection round. Okay, so in this selection round, the research proposals are invited and the scrutiny is done. Where I said, now you have to write a research proposal. Let us speak about the research proposal. Of course, when otherwise you write the research proposal, there are different formats available. Basically, the main skeleton remains the same. But according to the requirement of those who are calling these proposals, there are little variations. And these proposals are called for providing funds. But now university is calling the proposals just to appreciate your skills of writing the research proposal, and we are trying to imbibe some new skill in you. Okay, so how these proposals are written? These proposals have format. I know that this format is there in the website. It is there with the shared circular, and the teachers circulate this circular with the students, but students again overlook this format and they give in some other format where the teacher also has to break their head to bring it to the required format. So it'll take a little longer to explain you what we expect. Okay, so of course, when you write a paper or project or a proposal, there comes a title. How this title has to be? Title has to be crisp, short, concise, still giving the complete idea of your research. Okay, so when someone reads the title, that person should get idea that what your research is about. Okay, so though it is concise, but still it should give the idea what is there in your research paper. And as I have written, it should be limited to 15 words. So it shouldn't be very general. Okay, it shouldn't be very general. Many times, just I can give you an example that an IoT based some device for visually impaired. Okay, this is very general title. Okay, still try to be little precise. I have not given the introduction, and sometime in some other session, someone asked me why there is no introduction. How come the proposal be complete without introduction? You can write the introduction. As per the general norms, the introduction should be the part of the research proposal, but students, it is little difficult to distinguish for the students between or among the introduction, literature review, rationale, and gap analysis. Okay, these four things go very close to each other. And so what our team decided that we will skip the introduction, because all these proposals are going to those reviewers who are masters in that area. So they do not need much introduction of your topic. Okay, so we have skipped that point, but if you wish, you can add the introduction, but you cannot change any of this title. All these titles should be there. All these titles or sections cannot be modified. Rather, you can add one like introduction is missing, that can be added. Okay, rationale and gap analysis. So rationale is what? It is why you have taken the research. Gap analysis means what? So from the literature, when you search any topic, when you think of, you search on a Google. Now Google is like a big library for everyone. Earlier, the researcher used to go in the research laboratories and go through several journals to find out the related material. But now on the Google, you get the research papers. Okay, so you have to go through that literature what work has been done in the previous literature along with suitable citation that you have to write, and you have to exactly pinpoint the gap. Okay. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, madam.
Can I continue?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Is my voice clear, reaching to all?
Yes. Audio is clear, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so you have to pinpoint the gap. So from the literature, when you read lots of research in that field, I am saying lots of, because students read one or two articles and they come forward. It is not your fault. You are in the learning process. Okay, so you read many related research articles, and then you find that so much work is done, but there is certain gap. Okay, certain gap in the sense it might have not been pertaining, or it might not be suitable to the area, geographic area where you are living. Some, like there is some plant, okay, and you want to do some physico-chemical analysis, a very simple thing I am saying. You read a literature and you get to see that from many other areas it is been done, the work has been done, but there is still area, geographic area from Indian location. This plant may be exotic. This I am thinking of. But that plant is found even in India, where the geographic location and topology is totally different. But that is not been analyzed and tested for its medicinal value. So that is that gap you identify. Okay. So that is called finding the gap or pinpointing the gap. So that gap you have to mention, and then how, or when you conclude, that becomes rational. So since this gap is existing, you are taking this so and so particular study so as to fill in the gap to certain extent. Then objectives, it may be aim and objectives, or it may be only objectives, but which there should be only one aim and 4 to 5 objectives. Actually, objectives specify the milestones. Okay, in reaching to your aim. But in that case also, many times it happens that the students write 10, 15 objectives which are not achievable in the short time. Keep in mind that objectives that you write should be achievable. The objectives that you write should be achievable. Okay, so like that, objectives, 4 to 5 objectives you have to write. Maximum 5 is given. The objective could be 2, and they should be achievable in the study period. Now, study period we are not specified, but it should not be more than 2 years. Okay. Hypothesis. I have not put asterisk mark for hypothesis. It is because the hypothesis, there could be hypothesis or could not be. Generally, when your data needs to be statistically tested, then hypothesis is required. Okay. So writing the hypothesis, rather I will say, yeah, if you have a hypothesis, then your data can be tested statistically. Okay. Then comes your research method or methodology, research design or methods and methodology. Okay, how you are going to perform it. Do not write the procedure. Research methodology or research design is not the procedure. Procedure, I mean to say protocol. Students write that, take test tube, add this thing into that. No. Okay. To complete your project, you will be having different types of tests to be performed. Okay. Or for survey, you will be applying these several methods for collection for your, if it is survey based, you will be having some primary data, some secondary data. So from where are you going to get your primary data? What will be the sample size? How will you be collecting that data? What kind of questionnaire you will be framing? So all those things will come there. Secondary data also you will be using. So what will be the source of secondary data, or how will you be going to get the secondary data? So all that will come in a research design. And if it is like synthesis of something, okay, so what are the different methods that you will be opting to synthesize and to test or to characterize your product? Okay, if it is something based on designing the circuit, what will be the components you are using, and like which kind of programming you will be using, sort of things are to be mentioned in the methodology. Preliminary work or survey done, or pilot work that we call. So if now many students have already started working and they have some pilot work done. So pilot work or preliminary work is the work which is done before doing actual research. Okay, so from this primary work, we get exact idea about how to go. Okay, then based on your pilot work, you can modify the parameters. So if you have such work done, that work also can be submitted. It is not mandatory, but if you are done, it will be appreciated. The word limit is given. Expected outcome is again the mandatory thing. Okay, so after your research, if you do this research, what do you expect? So you may get to know, you might get some product which will be useful and so, or you may be able to know what are the current situation in a particular field or pertaining up to a particular sector. And then you can suggest or you can present your report to the authorities for the action, or you can suggest some measures or a model to solve the problem. Sort of things could be the expected outcome. Benefits to the society. See, every research work, though it is done for just exploring it, so though it is intended to explore something, it has to have some benefit. No? It has to have some benefit to the society, then only it will be appreciated. Okay, I don't say that don't do research for yourself, but when you are standing on some platform where everybody is presenting, you cannot speak just about, I did the research for my sake, just for my understanding. No? People will appreciate, or the research which has some contribution towards the society will be, of course, appreciated. So you have to mention what will be its relevance to the society, benefits to the society. Cost benefit analysis also can be mentioned. Again, it is not mandatory, but if you are making some giving some new method of synthesizing something, or you have made some device to replace the existing applications or existing devices, then you can of course give the cost benefit analysis that earlier the cost included or cost of doing all these things was so and so, and by using our device or by using our product, the cost is reduced to so much. Every research has some or other future scope because it is never complete. So you can of course mention what could be its future scope, what else can be done in this field, so that it will be more useful. SWOT analysis or limitations. Every research has limitation. You can write either limitation or SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities, and challenges. So you write anything, you write either the SWOT analysis. Generally, commerce students understand what the SWOT analysis is. Even the art students understand what is the SWOT analysis. and the limitations are understood by the science students. Okay, so whatever it is, but every researcher should know what are the limitations or what are the SWOT for its research. And so SWOT analysis is a compulsory part, mandatory part, and the list of the references. Only 20. Okay, it could be less than 20. But see, research is based on, your research may be based on hundreds of the literature papers or research papers that you have referred. But here we expect you to give only a short listed references, which are very important in developing your research proposal, which you have cited in your proposal. This citation will come basically in the rationale and gap analysis. So to find out that gap, what are the important research papers? Only those will be given in the reference list. We are not restricting you to any of the reference style. There are different reference styles. No? There's a Vancouver, there is APA, MLA, and many other are there. You follow any of it, but keep it constant. Okay, so this is how your research proposal will be. Okay. Yeah. So I have already mentioned, spoke a lot about the research proposal selection round of the selection round, but the research proposals which does not adhere to the above mentioned sections, which I have mentioned earlier. Okay, sections and the word limits will not be considered. My kind request to you that please stick to those sections and the word limit. Do not exceed it. They might not be considered for evaluation, even though they are very good. Okay. Second, the mandatory field should be the part of the research proposal. Do not change the title of the section. Those titles should be, I have read many research proposals in the last year where those sections of the titles itself were changed. See, we have given some format. So please submit your proposal in the given format itself. Check the plagiarism before you submit. Of course, plagiarism, we expect that there is no plagiarism. Some sentences could be, that is when you put it for the plagiarism check, they give you similarity index. And some of the statements can be similar, which are very general. And so 15-20% plagiarism we may consider, depending on what you have plagiarized or copy pasted. Okay, but don't do copy paste. It might pass through selection round, but it gets rejected at the final round. Okay, because in selection round, screening all thousands of the research papers is not, research proposals is not possible. So after they get shortlisted, before declaring results, we check the plagiarism. So kind request to you that do not encourage the plagiarism. Okay. The third point, important point, that do not mention the name of the participant, name of the college, institute, your guide in anywhere in your proposal. Okay, I feel very sorry to say that we have to reject the proposals because the identity was revealed. It was not done purposely. Okay, say for example, you have made a prototype and you have clicked the photograph. Now, while clicking the photograph, the name of the camera and by whom it is clicked, those options are there. So by your purpose, you might have kept it on, and that gets reflected on the photo. That photo you have pasted, you were not aware that your name is there. But then juries pointed out, see here the name of the student is. The jury might not know who this student is. We also do not know who this student is. But as a rule, or as, rule itself, we have made it rule. So if any query comes, and if that paper is, we have to show that paper, that name will create a problem for us. So we avoid this paper, right? Rather, we do not consider this paper at all. Also, I remember that there was one candidate who has written the name of the guide and the college in the acknowledgement. Everything was very, very well written. Okay, it was passed by a first team of the jury. And when it went to the second team of jury, they pinpointed the name is there, where it was in the acknowledgement. Have we made that acknowledgement section? No, we have not made that acknowledgement section. The student themselves think that it is ethical to owe their respect to those who have helped them. And then they write the acknowledgement, where the name of the guide and the research center was mentioned. So unfortunately, we have to reject that proposal. So I'm saying this is very silly and simple thing. Now, when I say, you will say that, oh, that person should have taken care. So simple thing it is. It is really simple. But when we are in that thought, it gets skipped. And I personally feel that the good proposal should not be rejected because of such things. And so from my heart, deep from my heart, I'm telling you. Yeah. Now, after the selection round, there is a presentation round or final round. We have said it as a final round, where there is a presentation of the proposal, which will be taken on the virtual platform. Now, last year it was taken on the virtual platform. This year, we have not come up yet with the mode of the final round. If the conditions favor, you can be called to present physically. So it could be on a virtual platform, or it can be physically also. Your research can be presented in any of the official language of the Maharashtra: English, Marathi, Hindi. Okay, so students need not get, see, proficiency in the language or communication skill is different, and research is different. You may be very intelligent, you may be very innovative, but you might hesitate to speak in a particular language. English is a foreign language, it is not our language. And students generally hesitate to speak. No matter, do not hesitate. You can present in any of the language. The time limit is 6 + 4, 6 for presentation, 4 minutes for the discussion. If it is on a virtual platform or whatever the platform is, you have to finish everything in those 6 minutes. Okay, like video, prototype, model, if you are prepared, students insert the videos in the presentation. But everything should be presented within those 6 minutes or within that allotted time. I'm sorry. Some more important things that could be important for your college, like the student who is participating should be bona fide student of University of Mumbai, degree or diploma students, but diploma after 12th. Okay, minimum 1 academic. If it is a diploma student, so it is not for your college. Then students enrolled for correspondence course, they can not participate. And they are representing the college and department where they are pursuing their degree. So this third line comes with respect to the PhD student or teacher pursuing PhD. So in the center where you are pursuing your degree, the entry will go from there. Every students have to have valid ID card of your college. The proposal can be written individually or in a team of maximum 5 students. Okay, there could be maximum 5 students. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5, but not more than 5. Okay, it can be done individually also or in the team of maximum 5 students. Okay, only one project per student or per team. Okay, the same student cannot be the part of several teams. Only one project or one proposal by a student or a team. Okay, in any language of Maharashtra, official language of Maharashtra, no violation of rules. As I mentioned previously, please do not violate the rules that are mentioned. Follow the ethics of the research. Whenever you are writing about the sample, survey, or whatever, there are many ethics in the research, including plagiarism. So your teachers can guide you about it, about the research ethics. Okay, when you are when you are taking some data or taking some images, that time also you have to give courtesy to the person or to the source. Okay, so such ethics must be followed and must be, I'm emphasizing again. Okay, some key points: age limit. It can be done in any team. One project, sorry, individual or in a team, one project per student. In online mode, we are writing the proposals, okay, etc., etc. Let me brief the registration process in brief. Milind Kulkarni sir is there, he is aware of this process, but I'm just briefing. You have to visit to the unimumbai.dsd.com, and this will be done by the teacher coordinator. Okay, there will be students coordinator assisting to the teacher coordinator. Okay, so the teacher has to sign up there to fill up the details of the college, details of the principal, director or head, details of the teacher. So for your college, it will be the details of the principal. Then teacher coordinator details of the student coordinator. There will be 2 student coordinator, one male and female. But I'm sorry, by this time you must have appointed the student coordinators, and then there will be the entry of the research proposal, like its title and all. Details of the mentors are there. So mentors detail also include its name, its designation, its email ID, WhatsApp number. So all the, because mentors also get certificates, so there is the details of mentors and details of the participating students. Before registration, you just understand what are the details expected for the participants, because there are many things. It's in last name, middle name, first name, mother's name, PNR, permanent roll number, PRN number, roll number, class, division, subject, so many things are asked. So teacher has to collect that information with the help of the student coordinator and update it. Every college can send only maximum 48 entries, 6 per level per category. Okay, so in every category there are 4 levels. Okay, so UG, PG, PPG and teacher. Okay, so like that, in every category there could be maximum 8 entries per, but per level. See, now for your college, say for example, there is no research center or nobody is participating from the teachers category. Okay, so that place will 2 seats will not be there. Okay, so you want to accommodate the these 2 number in the other levels. You can have 3 entries or 4 entries at UG level, and accordingly you can distribute. But for every level, like I just want to give all the entries from the UG category itself. So from in that category, UG level, I'm sorry, I made mistake in saying that terms. Category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 categories. Humanities, like for art students, humanities, languages, fine arts. For second, commerce, management, law. Third, pure science. Then agriculture, animal husbandry. Then is the technology, engineering and technology, and then medicine and pharmacy. These are all categories. And being the colleges where all the types of subjects are taught, it is benefit for us that we can participate in any of this category. Okay, but for the level, any level, like mine is only undergraduate college. So what I can do, I can give 6 entries in every category at UG level. That only what I can do. And since only undergraduates, I can do only 36 maximum entries. But if you have other courses also, you can add over, but per level, it should not be more than 6. There is a registration fee, 50 rupees 50 per project, which has to reach to University of Mumbai on or before February 15, 2022, along with the consolidated entry form. So like this consolidated entry form will be generated after you make the entries or after you register at the university website. Okay. And then along with this details, you have to send this consolidated registration form with the entry fee in the check. Okay, no DD, no cash. Okay, so that has to be submitted to University of Mumbai by hand, by courier, but on or before 15th February 2022. Okay. I'm sorry. What is the criteria of evaluation? Finally, what we look for? We look for your innovation or ideation, how innovative your idea is. Second point, we look for the study design. Okay, the methodology, how strong the methodology is. And that is very, very important. Feasibility. You may talk of many ways of meeting your objectives, or you must have designed it in a very fancy way, rather more technical and all. Is it feasible? Even the topic you have taken, is it feasible? Is it achievable? That also carries marks, and it's social relevance. So for the selection round, this is the breakup, and this is the breakup for your final round. Okay. Again, we just look at the presentation skill into it. Rest of the things remain the same. Awards and honors you get at the selection round also, and for your final round also. So certificate of participation will be given to each and every participant. If you are selected for the further round, each and every participant and the mentor, they will get the certificate of merit. Even for participation also, the certificate will be given to the mentor. And then there is zonal or district championship that we take out of the selection round. And for final round, there is again certificate of participation to the participant and the mentor, certification of merit to the participant and the mentor. Then there is a category-wise championship, overall championship, runner championship, etc., etc. And the grace mark to that final winner. Okay. So it was all about, and then I come with my acknowledgement, Dr. Sunil Patil, who is the director of the Department of Student Development, Dr. Sashikumar Menon and Dr. Sunita Shailajan, who had helped me in making this proposal format clear without having lots of I can say that avoiding, it is better I say avoiding the voluminous information. We just thought that we'll stick to these points also, even the evaluation criteria also. My acknowledgement is to these members also. These are my team members who helped me in making these rules and regulation. Dr. Bhushan Langi, Dr. Rupa Rao, Dr. Roshali Kaneri, and Dr. Milind Kulkarni. And the big thank you to all. And now the session is open for the discussion. I stop sharing.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear all, session is open for question and
before that, I asked that, is this what you expected, Milind sir?
Yes, ma'am.
If anything is expected, then let me know. I will talk about that also. If
Madam,
I can.
This presentation, very exhaustive thing. Thank you so much for joining us. For students, I have a small information. All the students who are joining from National College, they are supposed to submit the proposal. Don't bother about the number, but if the number exceeds, we might have to keep a competition within the college. If we cannot fit into other categories, in that case, we have to decide which proposal can go where and which proposal may not go. That will be decided by everybody, students, your mentor, the entire committee of Avishkar from National College. So all of you are required to give your proposal by 10th of February. Am I clear? Now all of you can ask question, whatever you want to ask. Thank you, Meenakshi madam, once again.
Thank you, Sitendra. Dear all, session is open for question and answer. If you have any query, you can ask.
I'll be happy to answer you. Otherwise, I'll think that I couldn't reach to you.
If there is audio mic problem, you can, dear all, you can type in chat box. I will check.
Children, please ask question. Please make yourself clear what you have to do, how you have to do, which you need to ask to this university team, because they are the one who can guide you the best for what to do and what not to do. Please.
Dr. Suchandra, you, Dr. Milind, Dr. Mona, all experts are there in your college. So I'm just one addition in your team to make appeal to the students to do, write the proposal, step in your research.
I think I'll check chat box. I think
nothing is there in the chat. Achha,
yes, yes. While submitting research proposal, are the students getting any code?
Yes, the code is generated, but yeah, I don't remember now what was the system.
But I think
do not worry, your identity will not be. Yes, code is generated.
Code came on the presentation, the final day, no?
That, but it is generated for. Yeah, I just need to look, because after the competition got over, I did not look into those technicalities. But your proposal, what you submit, it gets saved with us with the code number itself.
Children, you don't have to bother about this.
You don't bother.
Our responsibility.
We'll be communicating to you
on the proposal.
Yeah.
There is one more query by KK. Research can be theory based too, or compulsory needed to product based model. Participation certificate is given to all mentors and students, irrespective if you are selected or not.
Yes. I asked first the second question, that participation certificate, it will be given to everyone who participates, whether you are selected or not. Okay. And then your first question that you have asked, whether it is a model based or theory based or product based. See, every research need not have a product. Okay. It could be just a thought, or it could be your sound findings that you are coming with. So you there need not be any device or a prototype or a product that you get at the end. Okay, it could be just some theory, it could be just some thought or sound findings which will be helping in designing the mitigation strategies and all. So no need to worry about the product. It need not be always the product.
Okay, I think there is no question.
Madam, I have one query for myself. Can I ask?
Yes, yes, madam.
Yeah, suppose as we have some new in research, a new species.
Huh.
What do you say about it? Can we submit for Avishkar or not?
Yes, madam, you are now writing the proposal. So when you are coming with the new species, before that, what is the step you are going to you are selecting a particular area and studying the biodiversity over there and doing taxonomical study. That will be your research methodology, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And now which tools you are using for your classification, at what level, like molecular level and all, to what level you will be going. So that is just a proposal. Okay, you might have got the species which you which you think that it could be new, that will come as your pilot work, but still for confirmation you need to do further work that will become as a part of the proposal.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yes, madam. Thank you.
Yes, and of course that is appreciable. That is a pure research, no?
Yeah, but suppose when I'm competing with in criteria, category 3, and with the prototype and all, so where does this kind of work stand? Because this is purely classical work.
Pure classical studies itself is expected. If the prototype is just a modification of something, and if somebody is giving prototype, it doesn't mean that he has a prototype, so he has got selected.
Ma'am,
pure
can I
science
add something here?
Pardon, madam. Bolo na.
Yeah, I want to add something here because like someone has asked about the model and now ma'am is also asking about the prototype. So because we are also working, so it's like I want to add here something, because students should not be thinking that when we are talking about prototype or model, it means that they should have something tangible. Okay, the research or finding can be tangible, it can be intangible. The idea should be new, innovative. That's the whole concept. So if ma'am is coming with a new species, it's itself is an innovation. And similarly, if a student is thinking about some theorem or a kind of idea which never has been thought by someone else, so it's an innovation. So it's in Avishkar or in other context which is related to research based, your theory should, as Meenakshi ma'am is rightly said, that the procedure of research, I mean the how you have concluded to that particular idea or to that research is important. The tangible output is not important. It should not be like कि आपके हाथ में कुछ होगा तो ही हम बोलेंगे कि वो prototype है या model है. Your own thoughts, your theory, everything. Because if I talk about arts and commerce, they don't make prototypes. It's normally in the science. So it doesn't mean that they cannot come up with the new ideas. Ideas can be in the form of theory, it can be in the form of proposal or anything. So not related to that, so I mean ma'am which is saying your idea itself, if you are coming with a new species, it's like you are doing wonderful, because no one else can do that. You are the one who has, yes, absolutely, your new finding is itself is a prototype or model. So that's I wanted to
not prototype, it's itself a whole thing.
It's a whole innovation. So yeah.
And when it comes to the presentation, whether it is a virtual or live, you can have many of the evidences proving that it is a new species. There could be the anatomical studies, there could be morphological features, there could be some molecular features. Lot many things are there, no? Any species cannot be named just like that as a new species. Lots of work is behind, and that is really appreciable.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Sujita ma'am.
Any question from the students?
I will check chat box. Yes, yes, Joel Quadras. While submitting the research proposal, will be compared with other category papers of your specific category? Okay, or
In
your
the category, within category itself, it will be compared with the within the category and within the level itself, not with the other category or other levels.
there is one more question from Ankesh. Is there any pattern we should follow while making a PPT?
PPT, actually, it goes in a way as you have written the proposal. Okay, there could be some additional slides, but we expect the points which are there in the proposal, the sections which are given in the proposal.
Okay. Yes, I think there is no question. Thank you so much, Meenakshi ma'am, Mona ma'am, Suchindra madam, and our dear student for fruitful discussion. Now, I will request our head Department of Accountancy, Research Guide, as well as a member of Honors Committee, Dr. Meghna Chautale ma'am, for vote of thanks. Meghna ma'am, you can proceed.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Principal RD National College, Honors Committee members, I would like to thank Dr. Meenakshi Gaurav ma'am from DG Ruparel College for enlightening the participants on the intricacies of research and providing a deep understanding of all the facets of research with reference to the Intercollegiate University Research Festival Avishkar 2022. Thank you, ma'am, for providing a deep understanding of all the parts of research, right from preparing a proposal to presentation. I would also like to thank Dr. Milind Kulkarni, Department of Physics, for giving the general orientation of Avishkar Festival. Further, I would also like to thank Dr. Mona Kejriwal, President of IIC RD National College, for addressing the participants and briefing them about the innovations in research. I would also like to thank Honor Committee members, especially our chairperson, Dr. Suchindra Datta ma'am, for initiating this session. And last but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants for their patience and their participation. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Meenakshi ma'am, and dear all, thank you so much.
Thank you. So I take your leave.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
your
conversation.
I would like to know the feedback. So
yes, sure, ma'am.
Let me know what whatever is.
yes, sure. We will provide.
There is always scope for improvement, no?
Yes, sure.
Ma'am, it's wonderful.
Nice
Thank
session.
you. Thank you, Dr. Mona.
I would like to give feedback. Students are requested, if they want to give any feedback about the session, about anything, please speak up.
You can write in the chat.
Yes.
If you expect something else, that also you can write in the chat, so your teachers also can think of and can arrange another resource person and another research, session. Okay.
Yes, informative session, nice session. This is a feedback from our students.
So, okay, Dr. Milind, let me know whatever their feedbacks are.
Yes.
The meet. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you,
Thanks,
ma'am.
Dr. Suchandra, Dr. Mona, and many others to whom I don't know. But then thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Meenakshi ma'am, Suchindra madam, Mona ma'am, Meghna ma'am, Lakshman sir, Poonam ma'am, and our dear student.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishna sir.
Recording, so we can keep it as a record.
Yes, sure.
So much for taking the trouble to organize this. Thanks a lot, Milind.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Sir, thank you. Ma'am, session.
Bolo?
Can I end this session?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Somebody
thank you.
on the chat. 1 second.
Vishwas sir, thank you so much. Vishnu sir, thank you so much.
Hello.
Thank you, sir. Shirgaonkar sir, thank you so much. Suchitra madam, I am ending this session.
Yes, Milind. No.
Thank you. Thank you.